Hi, I'm Noah Bombard, and here's what's happening in the ET Newsroom Wednesday, March 3rd. A bill that would ban texting while driving, as well as place restrictions on older drivers, is one step closer to passing. The Senate met yesterday and passed their version of a bill that would require drivers 75 and older to pass increased cognitive and physical tests before they could get their license to drive. The Senate also supported a measure that would ban texting while driving. Now, 19 states currently do this, and there are a number of other states that have some sort of restrictions on distracted driving. Now, we're not there yet. The House has passed their own bill that would simply replace increased vision requirements on those 75 and older. Basically, you'd have to get a vision test every 5 years. Now that the Senate has passed their version, the whole thing goes to a conference committee. They work out the details, and we should be able to see something come out of that sometime soon. Our own Bill Kirk was out yesterday interviewing some older drivers as to their opinion on the bill. Naturally, a lot of them are very much opposed to this. Their argument that they shouldn't have to pass increased requirements, they shouldn't have to have additional requirements placed on them simply because of their age. A story we're going to be following very closely today. The House is scheduled to vote on the $35 million borrowing proposal for the City of Lawrence. Now, we've talked about this before. We've had lots of stories on this. Basically, the City of Lawrence is facing a massive deficit. The House is voting on whether or not to allow the city to borrow up to $35 million to help manage that budget deficit. The big question today is whether or not the House is going to require a financial control board be put in place. Now, this would be a little bit different. This would put the financial decisions of the city in Lawrence into this control board, 3 members of which would be appointed by the state. Supporters say this takes the politics out of it. The control board has the final say on where the tough decisions need to be made financially. Opponents say the new mayor and his administration should be given a chance to make this thing work on their own. We'll be following it very closely, and you can expect coverage up online today as well as in tomorrow's Eagle-Tribune. Now, if you were heading on 495 South after 3:30 yesterday, you don't need me to tell you about this story. Traffic was backed up for hours. There was a tractor-trailer truck that rolled over on a geoprism. Now, this morning, we still don't have the IDs on these victims. We're waiting to hear from that. We'll have that up online as soon as we know. And state police are still looking into the cause of the crash. They have not released very much information at all as to what caused this tractor-trailer to turn over on this car and this major tie-up in traffic. Just a reminder that all these stories and a lot more can be found at eagletribune.com right now.